Good morning. This is Apostle Lisa Biggers, your deliverance coach. And today I want to talk about that you are important. Can I tell you that God predestined you before your mother met your daddy? Can I tell you out of all millions of sperm that God thought about you on purpose because you made it out of millions? And so no matter who don't like you, no matter who don't accept you, no matter who don't understand you, you got to begin to know that you are important. It's very important that you get in that word and you begin to say what God has said. Can I tell you, but also we got to repent for putting more people more important over what God has spoken over our lives, because sometimes we get caught up in the moment. Sometimes we get caught up in situations because it seemed like, you know what, they don't like me. Don't nobody want to accept me. Don't nobody want to help me. Don't nobody want to favor me. They didn't pick me. But you got to understand, because they didn't pick you, they didn't select you, that was God protection. That was God letting you know, I don't want you to be with them. That's not the group that I call you to connect with. That's not the relationship that I call you to be in. And so many times we want what we want, not understanding we don't know what's best for us. I don't know about you, but all the time I don't know what's best for me. And that's why it's very important that you got to understand that I'm important to God. And so if I'm important to God, I got to make sure that I meet with God 2 and 3 times a day to say, God, what it is that you want for me, what it is that you have for me. Close your eyes and let God heal your imagination, because so many times our imagination is wounded, it's sick, it's been traumatized because you have went through warfare. You have went through abuse. You went through people talking about you. You went through people hating on you. You went through people abandoning you. And you got to say, God, I allow you to heal me so I can know what you got for me. Because so many times we're trying to make decisions when people don't like us. They hate us. And we trying to find out why. Not understanding God said, I'm the one that raised up the stop sign. I'm the one that's stopping this. And so this is where we got to let them go. We got to forgive them. We got to stop rehearsing the pain, rehearsing the destruction, what has happened in the matter, and understand that God got a purpose for your life. You may not quite, understand the purpose, but know, child of God, that God got a purpose for your life. And you got to allow God to heal your mind so God can give you dreams. God will give you vision. I'm going to prophesy that you're going to begin to dream again. You're going to begin to focus and on what God has promised you, and that God is going to give you dreams showing you that what he got for you. Too many times we're paying attention to the devil dreams, but we're not looking forward to the dreams that God has for us. This is where we got to get back in the will of God, and you got to tell yourself, I'm important. Can I tell you, your importance is not based on what you feel. Your importance is not based on your emotion. I don't feel like it. Ain't nobody looking at me. Ain't nobody talking about me. You got to understand that you are still important to God beyond your feelings and beyond other mankind. This is what we got to repent for, making other people more important than God. That's why God told me to remind you that he chose you. He knew you before your mama and your daddy even met. He chose you to be the one that will bring him glory. So just because you've been going through, just because you've been going through pain and setbacks, but can I tell you, today is the day that you're going to walk into your next. This is the day you're going to move forward. You're going to stop looking back. You're going to stop holding on to the past. You're going to stop holding on to the trials and tribulations. But this is the time that you're going to get back up, dust the dust off your knees, and get up and knowing that God got a purpose for your life. So I want to remind you, you are important to God. Tell yourself every day, I'm important to God. And if I'm important to God, I need to be important to me. Stop making other people more important than you are to yourself. Because a lot of times we think if we be more important than them, they going to make us important. That's not the way it works. You got to know you are important to you. You set the standard of how people treat you. You set the standard of how people look at you. And so therefore, you can't expect people to take you honest and serious with yourself if you ain't taking yourself seriously. So this is Apostle Lisa Biggers, your deliverance coach. And I'm telling you today, you are important to God. I love you with the love of the Lord. Be blessed.